to our association, and I've always found him a very active, very progressive, and very accommodating person. So it's a pleasure for me to welcome him again in our association. Kazakhstan and Pakistan have always very warm terms, and I have been personally myself to Kazakhstan, and I have found it a very being a member of Eurasian States Federation. If you have presence in Kazakhstan, you can sell in 6 states, including the Russian Federation. So it's a very huge market. It has a lot of potential. And I was looking at the figures. The export from Pakistan to Kazakhstan is only 6.8 million US dollars, wherever their total imports of surgical instruments, including the machinery, is around 3 billion US dollars. So, being the leading manufacturer of surgical needs all over the world, we think that there is a huge opportunity for us to market our products, to sell our products in Kazakhstan. And also, it is better manufacture also are selling in Kazakhstan, but through third parties at very high prices. So, keeping all things in mind, I know there is a huge potential, but there are some problems too. The main hurdle which I have observed myself during my visit is that now the registration of our products is very expensive. As per my knowledge, and I had meetings with some of the consultants there, it costs you around 200,000 US dollars to get your products registered. And after that registration, you are able to sell your products there, and also not only in Kazakhstan, but in 6 states, including the Russian Federation. In the last visit to our association, we requested Honorable Ambassador to please do something about it. Registration. All the documentation must be done in their native language. And also, we do not have access to the proper consultants. Experience, Your Excellency. During my visit there, I met around 3 to 4 consulting firms, and every consulting firm gave me a different quotation. I mean, someone said that pay us $25,000 upfront and then we'll give you the final quotation. Some said that it is around $200. So, what we need from you is a proper access to the uh, market. I have been there. I know there is a huge potential of our products because we have a small exhibition there, and everyone who was coming to that exhibition was very interested in our products. But the main hurdle was registration. And of course, without registration, we cannot offer our products to them. So, my suggestion is that we can form a license, your government, because it's a win win situation for both of us. If your government can give a little relaxation, they can get same quality products at much cheaper prices. So I know the your consul general has been here. The visa hurdles has been removed. Problem which used to be a problem, but now it's very easy. It's a hassle-free process, and everyone can get a visa. So the market approach is not a problem. But the main problem, I can assure you that if that problem can be solved, this 6.9 or $6.7 million export can easily go to 50 to $60 million within couple of years. Not a more time is required. We can increase our exports, but if we can form a license and we can do something about the registration, you can refer us to some good consultants, or you can talk to your Ministry of Health, who is responsible or who is dealing in the registration. They can ease out a process for our exporters. Then I think there is a lot of potential of our products. Thank you again for coming, and I want you to say some words about it.
Agree more on what you've said. In 2021, for the first time, we organized Kazakhstan-Pakistan business forum in Almaty, and the members of your association was there, and yourself as well,
Yes.
Karim Abel. So let me share with you some ideas about how can we remove all those barriers that you mentioned. First of all, several times met with the members of your government, and it was, and I, this is, 100% sure that your association should be very well represented in this trading house. To meet today with the Chamber of Commerce and Industry of Sialkot, and in fact, we have come from Gujanvala. In Gujanvala yesterday, we established a Central Asian and to establish the same desk in at your Chamber of Commerce and Industry. The idea is to develop a regional approach. So we invited people from Gujanvala Chamber of Commerce and Industry to visit our region. It is not only about Kazakhstan or Uzbekistan or any other country. It is about the entire region. In this case, the scale is completely different. And I would like to invite your good self, Honorable Chairman, and the members of your association who are interested. We will be there, all ambassadors, believe me, all my Central Asian brothers in Azerbaijan. We are interested very much in developing cooperation with your association. So we will be this year, inshallah, we will be establishing a trading house. I want to kindly ask you to be a part of this very important initiative, Kazakhstan. Then in April, we are going to organize a business forum. This time, business forum will be held here in Pakistan, and my suggestion was to organize this very important event in Karachi, since Karachi, the largest business hub and seaport, because when it comes to developing cooperation between Kazakhstan and Pakistan, we are talking not only about our bilateral trade, but we are also talking about developing our transit potential. Just last year we delivered goods to Port Jebel Ali in Dubai via Karachi seaport in Pakistan. Then we delivered from Karachi cooperation and our relations. Moreover, with regard to the issues that you raised, definitely we can connect you with the credible organizations.
Yes.
I do understand that there are some issues with regard to the language barrier, and of course, frankly speaking, we face these issues in Pakistan, in Kazakhstan, in other countries as well. So what we need to do, we need to connect credible people.
Yes.
Those people who will be sincerely, willing to develop cooperation, not making money just doing nothing, but those people who will be, contributing to strengthening our ties through our bilateral cooperation, through our bilateral trade. And of course, we would like to invite you to establish JV in Kazakhstan, because raw material is available in our country.
Yes,
and as Honorable Chairman, if you establish your facilities in Kazakhstan or your office, you can easily sell your goods, in the in the Eurasian Economic Union. And my main mission is to help you to facilitate. You see, the good thing is that about your association is that you serve as a kind of country promoter. Through your association, we can promote soft image of your beautiful country. Because frankly speaking, nowadays our people know little about the industrial potential of Pakistan. And whenever I say that, in fact, Pakistan is number one in producing surgical instruments in the world, people know extremely important for me as well. I'm interested that you are very well represented. In this case, we will address its misperception, because many people still think that Pakistan is a country of different kind of problems, but not a country of huge industrial potential. This is what we need to promote. And this is why we agreed, yesterday that Gujanvala Chamber of Commerce will be nominating a delegation, and I would like to ask you, Honorable Chairman, if you visit Kazakhstan, we will arrange relevant authorities. Last year, I met with the Minister of Healthcare of Kazakhstan, and I told her that, in fact, all the surgical instruments that we have in Kazakhstan, in fact, they are delivered through third countries, and the pricing is completely different. So this is why we need to and the final consumers in Kazakhstan, in other Central Asian countries, and definitely we will be helping you. I'm here with my team, as you know, His Excellency our Honorary Consul,
Yes.
Mr. Rao Khalid Mahmoud Khan, Honorary Consul in Lahore. In Lahore, we have Kazakhstan House,
Yes.
with the main mission to facilitate the business community of Punjab province. Then Mr. Olzas Bushakov, my commercial counselor.
Right.
He is in charge for developing cooperation, economic cooperation, and our investment partnership. And then Mr. Danyar Alta, National Chamber of Commerce, Atamiken.
Right.
So we're here to discuss, to have, first of all, frank discussions, to hear what problems you face in terms of entering our market. And believe me, we will do everything to facilitate you. Last year, we almost doubled our trades. We crossed 180 million US dollars. But as you rightly mentioned, frankly speaking, it's almost nothing when it comes to potential of such a great country as Pakistan and Kazakhstan. Last December, I visited Karachi Business Council, this association, and they did research. So according to their estimation, our bilateral trade could be something like 14 billion US dollars. Kazakhstan and Pakistan, 14 billion US dollars. Can you imagine? And Azerbaijan, our brothers in Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Kyrgyzstan, the sky is the limit.
Yes.
And I want you to be very well represented in our region because it's not fair. You producing surgical and medical instruments here in Sialkot, and we buy it, in Germany, from the United States. And he was very happy when this medical instrument was delivered. Me furious, saying that, what is it? And I told him that, Kazakhs are very rich people. You paid for the logistics from Sialkot to the United States. You paid the use tax, then the margin of this American businessman, and then you paid for the logistics back from the US. So I cannot imagine the price that he has paid. But now we connected him with your members of SIMAP, and he ordering directly from your people. So this is what we need. You see, today the main problem that I will stress that we need to address is lack of information, and we need to connect directly. Unfortunately, due to the situation in Afghanistan, develop this direct connectivity. Now we hopefully we resolve this issue. The logistics companies and nowadays, the connectivity of options to deliver goods between Kazakhstan and Pakistan. And in fact, this is why we have doubled our bilateral trade. But I do believe that 1 billion is a must. This is what we can and what we should do. And this is my firm belief that your association can contribute greatly into strengthening ties. Because I always say that for me, B2B, it's not just about business to business, it's brother to brother. We have to revive, thank you so much. We have operated for centuries. But then, due to some events that took place in the past, we lost this connectivity that we used to have in the past. So I do believe that SIMAP can help a lot on this term. My mission is to, first of all, connect you with the credible people. Secondly, we will be definitely discussing this issue with regard to the registration fee, and we will be talking to our Ministry of Industry, with the Ministry of Healthcare, with those relevant organizations that are responsible for these issues. If I can kindly ask you, Honorable Chairman, if you could send me, I promise you, this year we will resolve all these issues. This is my promise. So, and then let me reiterate, I will be more than happy to host you in Kazakhstan. Please organize a regional trip. You should visit our dear brothers in Central Asia. I always advocate for developing a regional approach. Maybe you will find better conditions in our, neighboring countries, in our brothers, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Kyrgyzstan, or Azerbaijan. I will be more than happy. Because what I want and what we want in Kazakhstan, our president stressed once that we have a formula, a successful Central Asia means a successful Kazakhstan. So if you develop relations with other countries in the region, we will be more than happy, and I will be more than happy to facilitate. And our probably next visits, as a region, as Central Asian Azerbaijan, will be here in Sialkot. Yesterday, as I said, we were together in Gujranwala, and hopefully today we will have discussions with your local chamber of commerce, and we will be, I will be proposing to arrange regional facilitation desk at your chamber of Azerbaijan, your beautiful city. Once again, thank you so much for hospitality.
25,000 different types of surgical instruments here, and we are getting 80 to 85% of all world surgery instruments. It was hard for them to believe. So awareness is very important. And as you said, as you told you about your friend who is buying from USA, almost all companies which I visited, some are online selling, who are selling online products. They also buy if someone was paying what 10 times which they can buy from us. So this is very important. to do business, and then we can visit, so we can make this visit a fruitful visit. So now I'll open the house for questions.
Kind of problems which we face over there. The first is the registration cost, and the second thing is we do not know how authentic or professional the consultant company is. Even if they are honest, they are willing to do the job, sometimes they are not capable, so they will waste our time and the money. So we have to be sure if they are capable of doing the registrations completely. And the second thing is if they are really professionals, because I have heard from during my visit that there are many companies who just take your money, they make promises and then they disappear. So it's very hard for us to go
address that you are trying to develop a Pakistan trade house. I think that can be an excellent initiative, and will encourage our members markets. Again, the main issue, and we cannot stress it more, you already addressed it in length, is the registration process. And you already, since this is your second visit to SIMAP, you are aware that our companies are fully capable to serve your people and your medical industry. The logical second step would be, when you are in the process of setting up this Pakistan Trade House, if you can share the idea with our association, and we can invite our members to deliberate on it, and we can probably send you how we can take part into that. So it would be kind to have a concept note, the way you are going to do it, and maybe that can be an idea how to reduce and surpass the red ribbons of registration. So instead of going individually, all our members, we can probably set up a consortium of our members and have one company registered there, and a lot of other members can contribute via that company. I think that can be one aspect of dodging the lengthy and very expensive registration process. So we look forward to further information from your office, and we are always here to help our members as well as to kickstart this initiative, and hopefully will within your presence we'll see a trade between both countries reaching the milestone of 1 billion. So thank you very much once again. It's always a pleasure to have you here.
You mentioned, for example, when you need one member of your association as an operator who would facilitate this connectivity between our relevant authorities. Let me check first, okay, everything. But what I see is that for sure you have to establish your office in our country. Moreover, you can establish your office, for example, at Astana International Financial Center, AIFC. Welcome to Sialkot. Thank you so much for the invitation. Really appreciate it. Yeah.